Hey everyone, another episode of This Week in the SIAC. We're almost like a month in, right? Like, where did summer go? I'm starting to hear basketballs bouncing around campus. There's a lot happening, but let's jump into some football highlights. This past weekend, man, we had some heavy hitters out there. And as always, highlights brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Central State has been on one brutal road trip, and stopping at Miles didn't make anything easier. The first home game at Miles in nearly 700 days, so everyone pretty hyped. Claude Newell opened up the scoring on this 15-yard touchdown in the first quarter. Pretty excited, and that would be a reoccurring theme. Running, passing, the Golden Bears up 34-0 by the second quarter. Ouchies. The Miles defense doing its part. Interceptions, blocked punts. Did I mention blocked punts? And we did say interceptions, right? You kind of get the picture there. Our play of the day. I have not seen a spin move this clean since like Madden 98, which was the last time I played video games. Dante Edwards, he just wakes up in beast mode. He's like the Marshawn Lynch of the SIAC. It was a thorough 55-4 victory by Miles. You saw it via ESPN, and Coach Ruffin hopes to see more victories in his very near future after that gauntlet run on the road to start the year.
You know, to start off the season, losing in overtime, and then leading at halftime against Southern, and coming back a good Morehouse team, and then coming back for our first home game in 693 days. You know, very excited to get the win, especially in our division against Central State. So we on to the next one.
From Alabama to Georgia on my mind. Savannah State hosting Morehouse back in Eastern Standard Time. It was Greek night, and D'Angelo Durham was stepping right through the Morehouse defense. Draw play. Picasso. Tigers score first. They scored second as well. Durham with 2 touchdowns on the day. What does a clean, open field tackle look like? It looks a lot like that. Watch Anij Carter work inside of that Morehouse secondary. Devon Gibbons lofts one up there, and 1 miss, 2 miss, 60-yard touchdown by Carter. It was a 27-0 game at the half, and you don't need Miss Cleo to predict this one was over. Savannah State rides to a 29-10 victory at home. Okay, our players of the week in the SIAC. Don't sleep on Lane. They are balling. Michael Huntley, Offensive Player of the Week. Stephon Pierre from Albany State, the Defensive Player of the Week. Tyler Moore. Now, if you're old like me, you're smiling now. Tyler Moore, but Tyler is the Special Teams Player of the Week from Fort Valley State. Let's stick with Valley. Emmanuel Wilson. He is the newcomer of the week. All right, let's take a look at the current SIAC football standings. Those Tigers on top in the East. Albany State, close by. Switching divisions, Miles, Lane, Kentucky State, Tuskegee. They'll all have something to say about how the West was won, or will be won, before it's all over. All right, let's move forward now, taking a look at matchups this weekend in the SIAC, on the gridiron. Some more good ones. Where are you headed? Circle it on your screen here. Savannah State, Kentucky State. Yes, please. Allen and Central State. We have Clark visiting Tuskegee. Lane College with some out-of-conference action against Texas College. Morehouse at home against Edward Waters, looking for the first win of the year. Still looking for it. Tough divisional matchup, Fort Valley and Benedict. And this might be the granddaddy of them all this weekend. Miles at Albany State. Who you with? On to volleyball now. A lot of great action action over the weekend. We had one of those roundups in Cartersville, Georgia. Left it all on the line. Let's see players of the week now. Emily Weinzapfel, Taylor Fontanelli, Ashley Reeves, Ajane Cressy. Here's a look at your current volleyball standings in the SIAC. On to cross country, our runners of the week from Savannah State University, it's Kayla Chance, and from Benedict, Nelson Kipkimbo. All right, thank you everyone for hanging out with us. Another trip around the bend this week in the SIAC. Looking forward to another great weekend. Football, volleyball, cross country. We'll talk all about it next week.